Alright, today we're going to go over regrouping and subtracting fractions. An example of these kind of problems would be 2 1/4 minus 1 3/4. Now, the problem with this problem is that our numerators are different. We can't really subtract 3 from 1. So what we have to do is we have to regroup our 2. Now, we know that 1 can be represented in many different ways. Fractions of 1 can be 1 over 1, 2 over 2, and so on, 3 over 3. So what we do is we regroup our 2 down to a 1, and what we do is we add the numerator and the denominator. If we add the numerator and the denominator, our new numerator would be 5, and our denominator would then be 4. The denominator always stays the same. And then the other fraction just stays the same, 1 3/4. Now we can do 5 minus 3. So when we do these kind of problems, the first thing we need to do is subtract our whole numbers. So 1 minus 1 is 0, and 5 minus 3 is 2. Denominators, once again, always stay the same. So 2 1/4 minus 1 3/4 goes down to 1 5/4 minus 1 3/4, which equals 2/4. Now 2/4 can be reduced. We divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2, which equals 1/2. Alright. Now, another example of these kinds of problems would be having a whole number minus a fraction, a number with a fraction, 1 1/4. Now, 3 doesn't have a fraction with it right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this so that 3 has a fraction with it. Now, recalling earlier that 1 is 1 over 1, 2 over 2, and whoops, that was 4 over 4. We can rewrite 3 so that it is 2 plus 1, or 2 4/4. The reason I chose 4 as my denominator is that 4 is already the denominator in the other problem. Minus 1 1/4. Now, just like we did earlier, first we need to subtract the whole numbers. Our whole numbers now are 2 and 1. So if we do 2 minus 1, our whole number is going to be 1. And then our numerators, 4 minus 1, which is then going to be 3. And denominators always stay the same. So let's try another problem with unlike denominators. Let's do 2 1/4 minus, let's do 1 5/8. Now for this problem, the first thing we want to do is find our common denominator. To find our common denominator, we have to find the least common multiple. So we take 4 and 8 and we do the ladder method. We can take a 2 out of 4 and 8. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So then we can also take another 2 out of this. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we multiply our numbers on the outside, and we get 2 times 2, which is 4, times 1, which is 4, times 2, which is 8. So our least common multiple, or our new denominator, is going to be 8. So that means we have to change 2 1/4 so that our denominator is going to be 8. So we multiply 4 by 2, and what we do to the denominator, we must also do to the numerator, which would then change this fraction to 2 2/8, minus this fraction we just multiplied by 1 5/8. Now we're stuck with the same situation we had earlier. We can't subtract a bigger numerator from a smaller numerator. So we're going to have to rewrite this fraction. So once again, we drop the 2 down to a 1, and we add the numerator and the denominator, so 8 plus 2, which is 10, and the denominator stays the same. So 1 10/8 minus 1 5/8. The whole number minus the whole number would be 0, and 10 minus 5, which would be 5, and the denominator stays the same. It stays the same. So our answer would be 5/8. How long was that? Not long enough?